about bringing the orchestra to Vail, a place where you hear the birds, you hear traffic, you hear other things. How does it compute in your mind as a conductor?
Well, I see it as, we are part of nature at that moment. And we just, in a way it feels very natural. Because this is what it is. If you play outside, you know that you will hear birds, you know that you hear the wind, the rain, everything. And so for me, I have to be honest, when we start the music, I'm gone. And I don't, I'm not interested in birds anymore or whatever.
Doesn't distract you?
At all. Not at all. So I feel, I don't feel interrupted at all. And at the same time, I realize, of course, that playing out is always a challenge because we don't have our acoustic from the Maestro, and so we have to focus more than ever to make our own acoustic, which I'm always telling the orchestra that we should not be dependent so much on the home, but really make our own sound. What is our own autograph on the piece? And to play outside actually is making us realize that more than ever. So in a way, it's very good for the orchestra and for me to do that.
It's also a way of reaching out to potential new listeners for the orchestra.
Absolutely. Although, from what I understand, is we have also a lot of subscribers from Dallas coming here. But there were people from Chicago Symphony. There were yesterday a few people who came to my concert with the Chicago Symphony this season, and somebody who came to my concert at Los Angeles. So it's like a big group of music lovers coming together here in this great.
Well, Samuel Barber is not a contemporary composer. He's so romantic in so many ways, but also one of the classics of American music. And the performance with Nadia was wonderful. But I wanted to ask you, because you seem to have the music in your blood as much as she had it in hers, I wondered if in your violin soloistic career you ever played that piece.
Oh, I recorded that piece.
Oh, did you really?
Yes. And about 2 seasons ago I conducted Vanessa, his phenomenal opera. So I'm very involved with this music in a way. Next year we will do, not next year, the year afterwards I will do the first symphony by Barber. So I would like to also to do that.
Yes. That's very interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, certainly with Nadia you had a special rapport.
Yes, because first of all we studied together at Juilliard, and we knew each other for many years, and we did not see each other for many years also. I was 16, and she was also that age when we were at the class of Dorothy DeLay, and then I went back to Holland and became concertmaster, and she had her own career, of course, in America. And so one of the first things I did when I came back to this country and being in a position where I'm in now, one of the first things I wanted to do is to work with her and to work with some other students from that time. So it would bring back a lot of memories, to be honest. And that's what we did, and it's been a big part.
Well, it was a pleasure to hear that performance. Hope there are many more collaborations between the two of you. I didn't know that history. That makes it even more fascinating. The Beethoven Fifth now, you've done it before with the Dallas Symphony. You have a recording out.
Yeah.
Also the Seventh Symphony on the same CD. But in particular, your concept of the piece, very fast. Obviously, you're paying attention to Beethoven's own metronome markings.
Yes.
But some of the balances and some of the phrasing is a little bit different. Where does that come from? Is that your restudy of the score? Is it original instrument influence?
That's the original instrument influence. That's one. Second, I was brought up with Gardner and with Hanumkur. Hanumkur influenced me big times because he really made me realize that phrasing with the left hand was not as important as phrasing with the right hand. And we are talking about, for instance, strings now. And so that in all these years when I worked with them as a concertmaster myself, I started to realize that playing Bach, playing Mozart, playing Haydn and Beethoven also is not just a different tempo. It is also about different phrasing and a different way of not speak too much with the left hand as well as with the right hand. Now, because of that, I changed quite a bit on that, and so the romantic feelings in pieces like this is quite gone, to be honest. It's more a classical structure, and of course there is room for emotion, but it is not so sentimental.
Yes, you didn't linger over the oboe solo, I noticed. No, you let her play it, then almost immediately.
Yeah, after that long start immediately.
Yeah,
yes.
Very
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the build-up to the last movement, some conductors really make a big thing of the crescendo, and then a huge fortissimo. You didn't do it quite that way.
No, not so much.
Again, that would be in the romantic direction. And,
probably, yes.
Yeah, perhaps a tradition that we need to rethink. Right?
Well, you know, the thing is with music, you have to rethink it every day, and you should never accept what you did the day before. Always think, what can I learn today? How can I, even from the record you are just talking, I changed again a few things. And that keeps us alive, it keeps the music alive, and it is important that we never just open the book and there we go again. No. I like, whenever I do a piece again for the second or third or fourth time, I like to buy a new score, open the score, empty, and then start from scratch.
That you've been in great pain with your shoulder.
Yes.
And you've had to cancel some concerts this summer.
Yeah.
And you're going to take some time off just to rest. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't want to cancel next year actually anything because so many great things are coming. And my first year that I do Parsifal in Amsterdam, and we have, I my debut with some major orchestras, and I'm going back to Chicago and Philadelphia, New York, Phil, Boston, so it's Cleveland, so it's important that I'm in shape.
Absolutely.
And of course for my own orchestra.
Yeah. Which shoulder is it?
It's the right, and it's a little inflamed, and
so the doctors tell you to take it easy, but
take it easy.
You're not the kind of man who can take it easy on the podium.
No, it's when you get into the music, you don't feel it. You are just with the music.
Wonderful glasses.
Well, I need to have some glasses on.
We need to get a shot of that.
Yeah, okay, all right.